Ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2024, which means I cannot tell what is satire and what is actual news reporting these days. Headline is, Jake Gyllenhaal's Roadhouse remake could be what he's been searching 14 years for. A straight-to-Amazon, zero-theater release, gone in a week remake. According to this author, that's what Jake Gyllenhaal has been searching for the last 14 years. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the paragraphs of absolutely just beating this man off. We're going to get to this part right here, though, okay? Roadhouse could be Jake Gyllenhaal's first movie to start a franchise. Can you imagine for a second, we're going to get a Roadhouse franchise? When you saw that trailer of Roadhouse, did anyone say, yes, this is the start of a 5-movie series? 3 movies, even a sequel? No, in what world? In what world is this forgotten Amazon straight-to-video, no theater releases, quickly forgotten product remotely going to get a sequel? You know what? Honestly, it would. I'm just thinking about Amazon right now in a nutshell. They are just hemorrhaging money for the hell of it. I have another video I plan on making about Amazon, thinking about why are they making a Prime Video section? Think about that for a second, okay? You have Amazon Prime. Probably everyone here has Amazon Prime. Most likely for the shipping, right? The streaming is just kind of a little bit of an add-on, right? Does Amazon think that people are getting Prime for the streaming service or the shipping? But back to this article. The original film did not spawn any sequels since it was not a massive hit, but Gyllenhaal's remake just might be. No, it's not. No, it's not. If Conor McGregor was not in this movie, nobody would care. If it was not called Roadhouse, nobody would care. If they called it anything else, nobody would care. This would just be another Jake Gyllenhaal movie that you may have seen in passing and then forgot it existed, probably about 90% of what he's done so far. The article goes on to say, even though the Roadhouse remake's release mistake could lead to Doug Ligma from returning, there is still a world where Jake Gyllenhaal comes back for another adventure. Now, if you click on the link, it brings you to this article. Roadhouse remake release decision looks even worse after $120 million 2024 action movie hit, though. The article goes on to talk about how Doug Ligma is very upset that this movie is not coming to theaters, resulting in Ligma deciding to boycott the world premiere due to the studio going back on its plan. The director of this movie is boycotting it. Just, can you imagine having the balls to be given money to make a product that everyone in the world knows is going to fail, and then you have the stones to go out there and boycott it because apparently Amazon said they were going to put it in theaters first and then make it available on Prime Video? Can you imagine the absolute gall of this man? Again, the movie's going to fail. There's not a single person in this world that thinks, yes, the Roadhouse movie is going to be the greatest action movie. It's going to be a shut your brain off and just watch the bright colors and Conor McGregor one-liners. That's all the movie's going to be. It might be entertaining, don't get me wrong. It might be a very entertaining movie, but good? There's a big difference between fun and good, okay? And that's the problem with a lot of these studios. They don't know what good is anymore. Jake Gyllenhaal's failed franchise starters explained. Jake Gyllenhaal not having a franchise already is the result of all his previous attempts failing to get off the ground. Prince of Persia was not going to get a sequel. Did they think we were going to get a Prince of Persia cinematic universe? And I look over here, though. It talks about source code. We were going to get a potential franchise with source code? No, you weren't. Who would think that? Then it goes on to say, outside of Prince of Persia and source code, Gyllenhaal has never had a real movie like Roadhouse that had inherent franchise potential. Movies like The Day After Tomorrow or Southpaw could have theoretically received sequels. How are you making a sequel to The Day After Tomorrow? What is it? It's going to get warm outside? It's going to get temperate outside? You cannot make a sequel to The Day After Tomorrow. What would it be? It's cold again? And Southpaw? You're not getting a sequel out of Southpaw? Shut up. Meanwhile, Strange World's poor box office eliminated any chance of Disney turning the animated movie into a franchise. I have a theory about Strange Worlds. Disney did not remotely think it was going to be successful, and they only greenlit the movie because they wanted diversity and inclusion. They made the movie fully knowing that it was going to lose 100% of the money, and they only made it because of inclusion, because they want to tell the audience, yes, we are with you guys, we are making this movie for you guys, fuck Disney, you did not promote this movie at all. Most people didn't even know this movie was even coming out until after it already did. Ridiculous. Why is a company choosing to lose money? I have no idea. That's another story for Amazon. They are choosing to lose billions and billions of dollars here. Have no idea why. Back to this article. There is no chance Roadhouse is going to get a sequel. There is no chance Roadhouse is going to get a TV show. There's no chance it's going to do anything other than, like I started this off by saying, it's going to be gone in a week. It's going to come out to Prime. Screen Rant is going to beat this movie off to no end until it's just as dried up as a raisin, and talking about all the massive numbers it got day one. Yeah, a lot of things get massive numbers day one when you don't have to leave your house to watch it. You could find an hour and a half of background noise throughout the day. You could just put something on. You going to a theater is a lot different than sitting home in your underwear and watching something. And streaming services do not seem to understand that sometimes numbers really don't translate over that well. So, yeah, Roadhouse, it's dead in the water. I saw the trailer. I made a review of the trailer. I'm going to watch it when it comes out. I will be one of those people watching this movie day one. I will be doing a full start-to-finish review, and I will be doing the original Roadhouse too, just to show what a better movie looks like. So my final thoughts on this article, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, and this guy knows it's not going to happen. So I don't even know why he remotely even wrote this, okay? Prince of Persia may have had a chance, but it wasn't good. Source Code was not a good movie. Why do they think that these movies that were okay at best are going to get these sequels going? Day After Tomorrow was a good movie, don't get me wrong though, but in no way, shape, or form was that getting a sequel. Southpaw was a good movie, but we're not caring about the life of Jake Gyllenhaal's character going past that movie. No. Some things do not need to be franchised. Everyone's trying to make a cinematic universe. I don't understand, okay? If you can't even get the first movie to work, why do you bother talking about franchising? What do you guys think about that one?
Put on the